All right, so let's just start out with some light cardio. So we're just gonna start right here with butt kicks, right? So remember, you can do these anywhere. The whole idea with butt kicks, knees down, hips forward, pulling the heels all the way up to the booty, quite literally, and we're getting a nice dynamic stretch on those quads. Up, up, up. Now guys, is there any way to flip on, I see the timer, perfect, so I can watch it. Now, pick it up a little more. You see now my girl has some limited range of motion.
I do, it's true.
And there's flexibility on the quad. So we're gonna warm it up with this nice movement. We're gonna go for 10 more seconds. 8, 7, 6, you're almost there. And then we're gonna go to a dynamic stretch, a stretch with movement, right? 2 and 1, perfect.
All right.
Okay, so let's step back a little bit. And now we're gonna stretch this out dynamically by lunging forward. Feet are gonna be hip width apart, right? So we're gonna come down, up, over.
Are we going all the way down?
Yeah, just tap,
Oh,
so
just tap.
slightly. Up and back.
Okay.
Other side, okay? So down, tuck that booty under, up, back. Okay, my girl, you keep running through those for me. So the whole idea is that when we're lunging, nice and slow. Okay, so check that out. I'm so glad that happened. So you know why it happened? Your feet are narrow, right? So step back for me again. Perfect. So keep going. When you step out, you want to make sure, right, and this is how I would be able to personally train you. So when you're walking, you don't walk on a straight line, right? You walk with your feet hip width apart, and that will help stabilize you in this movement. Another thing with these is you want to make sure that the hips are forward, because if you turn your hips sideways, the front knee will dive in like this, very bad. We want it to stay totally straight and aligned. Good, up and over, tuck your tailbone under or you won't get that really good stretch. One more forward, up, over. Perfect, bud. Now we're gonna hit it with one more cardio exercise to warm it up again.
All right.
So this time, we're gonna do high knees. How do you feel about that?
I feel great.
You okay? So like if it bothered your knee, you could swap this exercise out in the beginning.
I could say it bothered my knee if I wanted to get out of it, but I'm not.
So if you're dying, it's too hard, right? You can quite literally just march in place, right? Or you can just do a nice light jog. So no exercise should be intimidating to you because anything can be modified if you're a beginner or progressed if you're advanced. How are we doing?
Good.
Okay, so she's doing great. So we're gonna pick this up for 5 more seconds. 5 up, 4 up, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's add one more dynamic stretch to our little warm up. So we're gonna open up here, feet forward, arms out. Okay, so deep breath in, open the chest, keeping that back straight, come down, toe tap. Exhale, up, open, come down, toe tap. Good, mama. Will you roll through that for me?
Sure.
So the whole idea with dynamic stretching, we don't want a static stretch unless we're cooling down, which means get in a stretch position, hold, not moving. And this is because the body interprets a static stretch like an exercise, and what it does is it actually inhibits your strength during the workout. Plus, we want to warm those muscles up before we stretch them. So we stretch them with what's called a dynamic stretch, which is a nice smooth range of motion that isn't yet loaded with weight. Doing great. How we doing, girl?
Good.
So we're matching the breath to the movement with a big inhale up, opening the chest. Big exhale down, stretching it out. Let's hit this with 3 more, and then we're going to get to work. In a perfect world, you'd have at least a 3-minute warm-up. And I like to incorporate a combination of cardiovascular movements to get the heart rate up and dynamic stretches. So I usually alternate them, right, with my warm-ups. How are we feeling?
I'm good.
You feel good? All right, we're gonna
we
walk.
haven't worked out yet, so no, I'm just kidding.
We have. We're starting. So the whole idea of the warm-up, right, is to quite literally warm the body. Oxygenate the blood, get the body ready to work. All right, so we're gonna come back just a little bit. And this time, I want a nice dynamic stretch on those hamstrings as far as you can go until you need to break the stretch by bending the knees, because I don't want the back to round. So we're gonna calm down. This is as far as I get, because my flexibility sucks. Bend the knees ever so slightly, tap the toes. Walk out for me. Now let's go over a proper push-up. So we're gonna hold plank for a second while I teach. Already, I'm curious to see what this is gonna look like. So many people do this exercise wrong. Let's hold it for a second. Drop down, show me your push-up. I wanna see what it looks like.
You want me?
Yeah, that's actually really good, you're fine. Yeah. So will you walk it back, Mama? No, again.
Sorry.
It's good, you're fine. All right, will you walk it back, touch the toes. Don't stand up because I don't want you to get dizzy. Go for that stretch as much as you can. Yeah, that's actually, your hamstring flexibility is actually really strong. Okay, Mama, will you walk them out for me? So check it out. Let's talk about the proper form on that push-up. So drop it down. Look at back is flat, tailbone's tucked, Elbows are back, not out like little wings. Walk it back for me, stud. Spine is straight. Notice her head's not up or down. Give me 2 more, rock star. So I like this because we get that nice dynamic stretch on the hammies, that great core strength, pressing through the shoulders. Spine is straight, pulling the belly button up to the sky. 1 more, so we're engaging the core. Give me that push-up, please. And hold in plank. Let's close the hands a little bit. Perfect. So one thing about push-up, I'm going to leave my girl and you right here in plank and work the core. One thing I want you to think about with your push-up, guys, is it's not a down movement. If you just drop down, the elbows will flare out. It's a forward movement, down and up. And when you're in that push-up and you drop down, your elbow should be right over the wrist. It shouldn't be behind it. It shouldn't be outside of it, okay? So it's a stacked arm. And the way to get that is by shifting slightly forward and then lowering forward and down. How are we feeling, girl?
Good,
No!
But I know I broke out. I have a question. What if you can't do, no, but seriously, what if you can't do the push-up? Can you go on your knees? Like, what are modifications?
Great question. What I would love for you to do, if you can't do the push-up, is have an elevated platform.
Okay.
Like a bench, a table, the back of a couch.
Okay.
So you stay in push-up position. By being elevated, you're decreasing the resistance.
So feet on the elevated position or your hands
That's
on
much harder.
Okay.
Hands on elevated position, and as you lower to parallel, you're increasing the resistance, okay? And then, if you want to get crazy, you can reverse it. As the feet go up, you're increasing the resistance.
Okay.
But with that said, if you don't have a platform, you can do it on the knees. It's just not ideal because it's not conditioning.
Form? Okay,
yeah,
so
it's not conditioning your core.
Okay.
Yeah.
So elevated platform, no knees. That's what we're trying.
I mean, in a perfect world.
In a perfect world.
I mean, I've done the ones on the knees in the event that, like, hey, maybe you don't have it.
Okay.
Okay, you're back in place.
So that, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're back here. Okay, now, so we're gonna be right here, and I wanna drop down, up. Other side, down, up. Other side. So now, I'm really big on what's called supersetting. So I like to work multiple muscle groups, tuck that booty at the same time. Good. Elbows under you. I want the hands to go right under the shoulders. Bring it all the way up under the shoulder.
Like this?
Yep, and drop this. There we go. Now.
Let me tell you.
And when we,
She's killing me. Okay. We're back in. We're back in.
yeah, but if you're doing 7 to 10 minutes, it's going to be worth it. Okay, so instead of putting that hand out in front of you like this, I want you to put it under you. See the difference? We're not here. We're here. Press under you. Elbow down under the shoulder. Hand under the shoulder. Push. Okay, you're going to give me 2 more. Good. 1 more. Beautiful. Now let's reverse it, right? Slow lower to the ground in like a chaturanga. So fold the elbows back and down.
Wait, am I going all the way
Yep,
down?
all the way down. Arms in front of you.
Okay.
Spine totally straight. Good. Eyes on the ground like you're making a diamond with your shoulders and your eyes, the gaze, right?
Okay.
Supergirls. So up and slowly lower. Now let's talk about this. While my girl reps them out. I want you to think about bringing those shoulder blades back and down. So often when people do this, they do this, right? And they engage traps, get get tension in their neck. So think about rolling those back and down, lifting chest and knees, totally straight body. So we're not bending the legs, engaging the glutes, the hamstrings, and the core. Good. And we're going to do 5 more. So we're bringing balance to this workout, right? This is total body. So we want to try to hit as many muscles as we can. And when we train multiple muscle groups simultaneously, we burn more calories and we're more effective with our time. How are you feeling, girl?
Good. I'm on my last one.
Perfect. Excellent. Now, since we're on the ground, come on back up into your plank. We're going to do 1 cardio movement to get that heart rate back up. So here's your basics, right? We can do mountain climbers. So hit those for me. Good. Now, all right, I'm sure you've seen these before. So let's do 5 more of these. Hold plank. 3, 2, 1. Hold your plank. Now let's do plank jacks. So we'll go out, in, out, in. Perfect. Now, if you've got more, I'm going to leave my girl here. If you got more, you can do this. So you add a little instability to it to make it a little harder. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So we don't want to incorporate too much speed when we're focusing on form. So if we whip through our push-ups, they're not going to be the most effective, right? But you can add that speed in with your cardio movements to elevate that heart rate, keep the intensity going. So now we're gonna recover by doing a booty exercise. So go ahead and come flat on your back for me.
Okay.
How am I doing on time? I didn't even look. I'm doing okay? Oh, wrap it up. Oh, you're trying? Ah! Okay, hold on. I'll be done in a second. Okay, so I want to do pelvic thrusts. We're gonna bring those heels.
Do you have mobility with?
Oh yeah, with this one. Okay.
Womp womp.
So we want to try and bring the heels as close to the booty as possible.
Like this.
Yeah, in a perfect world. All right, but that's okay. Keep the neck loose and relaxed, right? No tension. Neck is not invited to our party today. Arms are relaxed, shoulders are down. Lift the tush all the way up and all the way down. So can you give me like a half-ass one? This is a no, right? Okay, all the way down, all the way up. So the whole idea here, will you rep that out for me, Rockstar?
Sure.
The whole idea is that I want to get a straight line from the knee to the shoulder, full extension on those hips, engaging the glutes. Now, if you've got more, right, will you take this leg up to the sky?
Sure.
Perfect. All the way up, and just ever so slightly kiss the ground with that booty, all the way up. So we're gonna do both sides, and then I'll wrap it up because I don't want to get in trouble. Okay.
You can never be in trouble.
Right, yeah, I'll never get invited back. No more covers for her. 3 more. Good, lift all the way up. Really push, drive through. See, there's no reason to go fast in this exercise. When you want to use speed with resistance is when you're generating power for something like a box jump or a very fast, explosive, concentric contraction like a row, for example.
So I'll be a little balanced, yes?
Perfect. Yes, ma'am. A little balance. Well, maybe a little
So.
balance. A little balance. Excellent job. Okay. So again, you'll notice what we're doing is in between resistance-based exercises, we're incorporating those HIIT intervals like the mountain climbers or the plank jacks. And this is how I structure my workouts so that we get the resistance, but we also get the benefit of those HIIT intervals so we burn more calories during and after. How we feeling?
Feel good.
Okay, give me 3 more. We'll do 3 more.
Anything for you.
Of course. That's what I love to hear. That's 2. I think I lost count. I can't recall.
This is 2. 1 more.
I might just leave you here.